Hello and welcome. I am Dr. Anil Joshi. Welcome you to my series, that is the ebook of radiography. In this ebook, we are going to see orbital radiography. Orbital radiography, that is orbit PA and lateral projections. How they are taken, how to say that they are correct, what are the indications, and how to rectify if there are any faults in it. This is a part of our series, that is lecture series by name Learn Radiology with Dr. Anil Joshi. In this we have got different videos, different topics, and there are different videos made on this. They all are available on YouTube also, as well as aggregately on our website, imaging website. To start with, some disclosures. The videos are prepared in our department. We have prepared them. Most of the illustrations are from us. The line diagrams are drawn by us, and most of the material is what we use usually to take our classes. However, if there are certain materials which resembles those from the net, are about total royalty free and without any financial charges on them. We also says that whatever information we give is meant only for the knowledge, and it should not be used for medical legal purpose or for quoting anywhere in case of problems. So the aim of this lecture is to give idea so that a better understanding can be developed rather than giving it as a reference mark. Now, radiography is a radiation modality. A care will be taken to minimize side effects of radiation by the technologist, to protect patient, staff in the radiography room, to achieve maximum beneficial effects to the patient without any side effects or minimizing the side effects. A strict discipline and precaution is must. We repeatedly in almost all the lectures on radiation we speaks about it, since it is very important. Now, how the technology achieves this? By a distance, that is inverse square law, which means that if the distance is doubled, the radiation will be 1/4. In other words, keep at least 2 feet away from the radiation source. That will reduce your radiation to 20%. Now, speed exposure time, which means that you give more MA and less second to achieve the same effect by reducing the radiation dose, and to use the barrier shielding to protect whichever are the important parts. Now, these are the important lines. One is anthropological, second is orbitomeatal, which we most of the time use. So orbitomeatal line is the most important, and it is referred in most of the further views. And then is a interpupillary. Then are the basic views of the orbit. These are the water's view. A water view shows idea about the orbit, however it is more distorted. Second is Calvel's projection with certain modification. Yes, it is definitely a important, or it is definitely a informative. Lateral view has got lot of superimposition, therefore has got a limited value. Then submento-vertical is again has got a limited valuation. Then the raised view, it is posterior anterior oblique view, so it is needed only for the optic nerve pathology, since it shows a optic canal, widening of that optic canal. So here we have to obtain the projection for both the eyes and compare the optic canal. The asymmetry in it will give us an idea about the pathology. So also the calcification which are seen in the other radiographs will be confirmed in this projection. Now, first coming to is orbit PA. Indications are trauma, headache, intraocular foreign body. Then patient is in a prone position. The central ray is over the, or we should see that it will pass to the nation. The angulation will be 0 degrees. The object to tube distance is 100 centimeter and film size is 10 by 12. Bucky, of course, has to be used. Then the occipital mantle, that is the OM. It is exaggerated Calvel's projection, so it resembles it with certain difference in angulation. Calvel projection, or the posterior anterior view of a caudal 12 to 15 degree tilt to the tube gives an uninterrupted view of the orbit. In this position, the petrous angulation needs to be modified. If petrous is seen projecting in the orbit, that means you will have to correct the angulations. The angles are not fixed. Different patient will have different angulation, and a radiographer must understand it and make correction accordingly. The X-ray can be taken with the patient in an erect or prone position, usually erect, and is taken with the patient facing towards a table or DR plate. The patient chin rests on the image receiver, that is either DR plate or the table, allowing the orbit to be clear of internal structures of the petrous ridge. So here we are showing it. So let's see the video. Patient is in prone position. Yes, the forehead and nose touches the cassette so that the orbitomeatal line is perpendicular to IR. Now these are the certain hygiene procedures you have to follow. There has to be something below the chin, and now the angulation is given as per the requirement. Now this angulation of course differs and is set as per the position of petrous. We may have to repeat it. A standard is taken, then we develop it and see it. Now it's a DR, so immediately we'll know whether the angle is correct or not. We modify it as per the requirement and modify the angle and go for a repeat projection. Not to forget is a collimation and central ray perfect position, so that will not have much repetitions. So this was a video of the orbit with patient in prone position. Now what we see here are the median orbital wall, innominate line, ethmoid sinuses, frontal sinus. Here is hypoplastic but it is seen. Then greater wing of sphenoid, posterior orbital floor and inferior orbital rim. These are the structure that is seen and is excellent because there are no interposition of the petrous in the orbit. All the orbit is seen clear of the petrous. Now here I am showing you a different projections. Now you can tell me which is the correct out of it and which is over exaggerated. The correct I have shown you. Now what are the errors that can happen? We'll see the first one. This is a petrous. Now petrous is seen partially in the orbit. So that means the angulation need to be improved. This is one. Now second, you have got more free petrous has gone down. It is only seen partially. So for all practical purpose, this can be an acceptable projection. Now this is the third one. In this what has happened is the petrous has gone beyond the maxilla. That means it is practically approaching a water's view. So in other words, orbit is seen but it is more likely to be distorted. So that's how we know whether the orbit is distorted, whether the orbit is taken properly or there is going to be any correction. Who guides us is the petrous. The position of petrous should be little beyond the inferior wall of orbit. That's a perfect one. If it goes too much, it is going to a skull well. That means the angulation is more. So the first has got least angulation, the second has got maximum angulation. You have to adjust in between. So no, and these are the perfect orbital radiographs. So you are getting a perfect lines, perfect orbit free of the petrous, and all the walls of the orbit are well seen. So that's how I had told you which is the correct, how to check them and how to correct them. Now let us come to orbit lateral view. What the indication is evaluation of medial and lateral displacement of the skull fractures, then headache, then suspected intracranial pathologies, certain diseases and pathologies involving vault of the skull and skull pathologies. So in that condition we will have to go for these. Now what is the position of patient? The back of the patient's head is placed against the image detector. The center at Nation. Angulation 0 degrees. Distance 100 centimeters, size 10 by 12 and bucky is needed. So you need to have a bucky to get a clear picture. Now let us come to details of lateral. Position of patient. is taken by placing patient's head against the X-ray cassette and centering the cassette on the lateral canthus. The X-ray beam is directed perpendicular to the middle point of the cassette and enters the patient head at the lateral canthus away from the cassette, or that is the eye that is not in the area of interest. The area of interest, the required eye should touch the cassette or IR or the table. Now this projection avoids view of the sagittal plane of the skull because overlapping skeletal structure interpretation of the unilateral disease process is difficult. So because of the superimposition, because of the non-clear view, a lateral projection has got a limited value and it needs to be interpreted with the help of PA. So pathology seen in PA, then they have to be correlated with the lateral. Otherwise, by and large, it is a difficult because it has got a lot of superimposition. Lateral view of each orbit employing a short film target distance so that a obscure more distant orbit. So if you reduce the distance, what will happen? The orbit which is close in contact with the cassette will come sharper and clear, and the one which is away will get distorted. This permits a lateral perspective view, although it is not very satisfactory because there is too much interference between the two sides. This is how you take it diagrammatically. Now let us see a video. Patient lies prone, then angle is 0, orbitomyometrical plane is perpendicular, interorbital line is in straight line, there is no deflection. Then press the collimator in such a way that you will get only area of interest. So everything is set in. Instruction to patient is given that he should not move, and we are ready for the exposure. Exposure we have taken, distance is there, perpendicular. What structure we see? A frontal sinus, lateral view, a fairly nice view for frontal sinus. Then orbital roof, okay, is fairly acceptable anteriorly. Then anterior clinoid, posterior clinoids are well seen in it, and ethmoid sinuses are overlapping and difficult to know which is which side. Now these are the additional views which we are showing for the orbit. This gives you clear idea that is free of many anatomical structure. Here they are crowded. So it is really difficult to predict in which patient you will get good lateral projection. With all these things, we are coming to end of a short topic on the orbital radiography. Orbital PA is required for foreign bodies. It is the first investigation asked. So also in fractures involving orbital wall. A precise care has to be taken so that the patients will not have much problems. The position should be given in such a way that patient will not have pain or otherwise. A technician should take care of all these things. He should see that orbit will come clear of the petrous. And with all these things, I thank you for giving me your valuable time. Please note, radiology is not a process. Radiology is not a race. It's a process. Be a part of it and enjoy the feast of knowledge. I am Dr. Anil Joshi, logging off till we meet again, but not before mentioning and thanking my mentors, that is management of BLDE, Sri B.M. Patil Medical College, Research Center, Vijayapur, the staff of Radio Diagnostic Department of our own department for their active participation, IT and Photography Department, without whom this project would not have been possible. Thank you, do your best and take care, be useful to the patient.